Welcome back to the old driver versus the new driver. We're back in Roger Dunn, Santa Ana. We've just walked up to Neil, who's gladly agreed to help us from the driving range. We're going to put our robot testing data to the test with a real human. I know what the robot tells us about the PING drivers, but Neil's actually going to see what happens in real life. So here's the thing. We've got G410 and now we've got G440. That's 3 models ago, 6 years in terms of PING models. And we're going to see if the robot data that we've captured, which basically shows a little more ball speed, a lot more consistency, and a lot less spin from 410 to 440, translates in real life. We see you on the channel commenting on the YouTube saying, hey, this is a robot, we want to see real humans. So here it is. Our real human, Neil, is going to put them to the test. We're going to hit a few shots with each with the same shaft to make it an apples to apples test and see what we get.
Yeah.
So first of all, thank you for doing this. We appreciate
no worries
it.
at all. Yeah.
So this is the G410. This is actually the head that we tested on the robot. 10.5 degrees. We had a little chat off camera, and just a little chat.
Sure.
Find out what your club speed is.
Yeah.
And you said somewhere in like that 87 mark range.
Yeah.
So I've given you a PING shaft just for the sake of it.
Right.
A 50 gram regular. That should be in a close range. You said that you have like a left miss normally.
Sure.
So we're going to bring some fitting aspects in to help people watching this as well.
Cool.
Anything we can do to help you play better is obviously the goal.
Love it.
And then we'll see what the difference is between the two. So let's start with the 410.
Perfect. Yeah, see. Actually, that's straight.
So where did you think, you thought that one was going left?
Yeah.
Okay. PING is notoriously forgiving.
Right.
On all their models forever.
Right.
So that's very, very good. If you thought that was going left and we had straight down the middle, it's a good start. Little miss hit?
A little bit, yeah.
Pretty good.
But I like the height. Yeah.
So do you suffer with not being able to get the ball high enough normally?
It's kind of my thing, yeah. Like the higher it goes, the better.
Okay,
for
great.
Me.
I mean, that should be for most golfers, believe it or not.
Yeah, because I used to think the opposite, and then I kind of realized just from playing, it's like when I hit a high one, I'm usually not disappointed, but a low one, it's quick and left.
Especially for you, if you see that left, it's low on the ground,
my grip
running.
and different things, yeah.
I'll tell you, you're making it hard to beat.
Yeah, I like it. I'd always take more distance, so.
Yeah, okay,
just like everybody.
That's it. Well, let's hit 3 more. We'll get
cool.
six from each driver.
Cool.
Pretty consistent here.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It feels really nice though.
It does feel good.
Yeah.
And the look, you don't mind the look. So Ping's obviously got a lot going on compared to some drivers. They've got the turbulators on top. And
don't mind it at all.
Nice.
A little out to the right.
Well, we wanted to see a miss hit.
Sure.
So you were a robot at the beginning there. We need a real human. Interesting. So we didn't see much of your hook over.
Right.
I don't know what driver you've got right now. What are you playing?
I'd actually been trying out the newer version of this.
The 440. Okay. Well, let's do it. Let's snap the 440 on the same shaft.
Let's do it.
Just going to run over the numbers really quick with you again.
Sure.
123.5 ball speed on average. 15.6 launch, 2400, and then obviously we see this pattern, which was actually pretty good for the most part, with 2 that leaked out to the right.
Right.
So this is going to be a tough one to beat. I'm interested.
Cool. I am too.
What's your visual difference? Do you prefer the old one, the new one?
Really similar, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't mind the old one, actually.
Okay. A little more going on with the old one.
Yeah.
Sound? Can you tell the difference?
Not really, no. A little quick and left.
I don't know. I like that move. It looked like you.
That one, you like that better?
Going, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really dead straight. I mean, you've had a few more miss hits in this batch. You haven't hit one right on the button just yet, right?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good for the miss hits. I'll be interested to see, because you got a couple with the G410, really sweet.
Right.
Let's see if we can get one like that.
Yeah, really, yeah. Now, do you see that every once in a while, where people happen to like an older version?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But people come to us for fitting, right? You know, they bring their existing equipment, and my goal is to beat it, right? That's why they're coming to us. So it's just an honest conversation. We're performance-based, and we'll say, hey, this is what you've got. If we can beat it, great. If not, like, we're going to send you home with your driver. You know? Like,
and you're content, yeah.
That's it. Knowledge is power.
Sure. Yeah, this one feels actually a little bit harder to close.
Close, interesting. Let me you've said that. Let's use the technology on the back there and put it in the... So they say that this weight in the back, Ping states that it's got about 7 yards of swing in it. So this should, anything, I mean, considering you've mishit every drive with this one, right? You haven't struck one quite as well as you did with the G410. The average grouping is going to look better already. So it will be an interesting one when you get it good, what we see. Sounded like a better hit. We hope you're enjoying this old versus new content. Please get in the comments, let us know. Did you love the G410 driver? Are you willing to switch to the G440? Looking at Neil's results, is this something inspiring you to come and get fit? Please let us know in the comments what's going on. We love to hear from you. So you hit the G410 pretty good straight out of the gate. Right. I've just changed this to the flat setting. I know we did have one where we put it in the heel and you kind of turned it over. Sure. But we're going to ignore that. Like, I really want to see the flat setting with the neutral weight. And just go back to this again. I want to see a good apples to apples hit between this and the G410. Very cool. I was going to say, this is the one that draws, but it's actually not too bad. No, that one was quick too. And we've still got the weight to move around to the right-hand side if we needed to fight against that shot in a fitting. Oh, a little off to the right. It's okay. I'll be interested to see this one too, because we had those big rights with the 410. Right. Great. Huh. Cool. This is really good information. Sweet. So this is real world data, right? Like everyone can make sense of the graph. It's super easy, and then I'll talk to you about some numbers. Blue dots for the G440, red dots for the G410. You can see this spread in the middle when you started to hit the 410. You just hit it really good in that nice pattern. Right. Then your mishits were down here to the right. This one, and why we spent a little more time on it, is because you were mishitting it, and I wanted it to have a fair chance, so we changed some settings. But this is all the data. Yeah. So even with the bad shots, you beat the 410 in distance, and we'll get into the numbers as to why. Right. Your pattern is a little wider spread just because you had that last right hit, but predominantly we were middle or drawing, which was the normal for you. Right. And we've got the adjustability at the back of the 410 to bring it back. So easy graph to look at. You're better on your right misses aren't as bad. Your left miss wasn't terrible compared to the hook that we were talking about. And if we look at some numbers in here, we were expecting from Ping, from the robot testing, about a half a mile or more ball speed, and then we looked at a little bit less spin. So let's see if that's true. Sure. Ball speed with yours, with the 410, 123.5 on average, 123.6. So it's almost a wash, but if we look at the peak ball speeds, we saw 124.5 with the 410, or sorry, 125 with the 410, and then we got 128, 129. Sure. So that's a 4 mile an hour gain on your best hit versus your best hit. That's huge. Right. That could wash out to be 8 yards or so. Very nice. Then we look at the spin rate, and we did see exactly what the robot said, about 300 RPMs less spin from the 410 to the 440. Right. That's good and bad, right? We still want to keep the ball in the air for you, like flight is important. Right. But low spin can help us run on the backside. And if we look at total distance, we averaged at 6 yards longer with the 440 over the 410. And I feel like this was a decent test because you hit a bit of everything. You hit some good shots, you hit some bad shots, and this is the real understanding of a human being hitting a golf club. Right. My question is, so we've seen a 6 yard gain in total, a 5 yard gain in carry. You said you like the visuals of the 410. Which one? They're really similar, yeah. I mean, I'm taking this one. I mean, yeah, if I can get a little more, I'll take whatever I can get. Yeah, okay, for sure. Great. Well, that's perfect. That's the honest answer. Right. You know, 5 or 6 yards is half a club. When you get down the fairway, you're going to be playing half a club. It's huge for me, yeah. So, hopefully we've guided you a little bit on golf shaft as well. Your speed in that 50 regular. We just used a stock Ping shaft. Obviously, you and I can get into a lot more detail. Sure. But love it. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Okay, so that's old versus new Ping, G410 versus G440. The robot pretty much told us the right story again. A tiny bit more ball speed, decent amount less spin, and a bunch more forgiveness on those mishits. So this is your opportunity to tell us in the comments, are you playing the G410? Are you gonna switch to the G440? Are you even gonna give it a try? We hope you get to a Worldwide Golf retail location and get a fitting, at least check them out, or head to worldwidegolf.com and purchase your Ping product. Remember, Worldwide Golf is home of the 90-day, 100% satisfaction guarantee. So get in there, give it a try, you've got nothing to lose.